Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're nothing but good health, prosperity, strong mindset, and healthy vision for the future. I left Canada to go to Southeast Asia. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you have the opportunity to be able to explore the world or just see another part of the world, you should take it. And I'm explaining to you why. Honestly, it's pretty obvious. If you're Canadian, you know exactly why I left. For the most part, one, there's a lot more out there in terms of how far your money can actually take you. And that's one thing I really noticed about being in Thailand. I'm in Thailand, by the way. That's one thing I noticed about being in Thailand is that your money goes further. So 1,000 baht is really around like 40 Canadian, right? And you can do a lot with that. It's funny because I was coming from the States on one of my flights, and I got a burger there, and the burger was like $26. And then I come here, and I got a full meal, like rice, chicken, vegetables, like a proper healthy meal. And it came up to like, well, the one I got here came up to $3. And I got another one in the airport that came up to like $8. So there's a bit of a variance, but for the most part, you have a lot more flexibility in terms of your money. Another thing, the weather. If you come in during a good season, you can expect really good weather. Just make sure that you're up to date with your shots. Dengue especially, also malaria, so just keep that in mind, right? You don't want to get caught lacking and now you're bedridden for your vacation. There's a couple things that are interesting about being here that are way different than Canada that I've noticed so far. One, the gym culture is not that big here. You're not gonna see a lot of people who are like jacked or in shape. Also, tattoos, not a thing, not really. I've seen like maybe one native person, one Thai person with tattoos so far, but I've only been here for a day, so who knows, that could change. Another thing too, people are very friendly. Not always in terms of like them approaching you, but in the sense that like if you start a conversation, they'll usually talk to you. They'll be willing to kind of conversate with you, learn a little bit about you, your culture, where you're from. So people are really nice out here. Another thing is in terms of masculinity, a lot of the guys here are very effeminate, like the way they move, their mannerisms and stuff like that, which is a lot different from the West, at least where I'm, the area that I came down from. It's less prominent over there. So that was a big difference in between like where I was and where I am right now. The traffic is a lot different. The traffic is basically very survive. I'm telling you, I was crossing the street and there was a sign that said no U-turns, right? So I cross and then I'm going across and then the guy's doing a U-turn. So when it comes down to like traffic laws, it's very, very different over here. Like you really got to keep your head on a swivel if you're doing anything that revolves like crossing the road or going to do anything like that. I talked about this a little bit already, but like, yeah, no, if you go out to eat, it becomes very easy to just not check the price. Literally, like you could just not check the price and be fine. It's hard to burn a solid budget here. Like you have to be eating 5 stars and going out all the time. Like if you keep it modest and simple, your money can take you very, very far, especially in terms of like grocery and food expenses. So keep that in mind because that's a huge, huge win. People speak English, but get by. Like they get by with the English that they have. You know what I mean? Like you can be like, oh, I need to go here. And they'll be like, okay, do this, do that. You know, they're not gonna be like, oh, if you go down this road and then you make a left, then you'll be able to, you know what I mean? So just be prepared for that kind of barrier. There's obviously ways around it. You could use Translate. Actually, something that a lot of people overlook, there are AI earphones that you could actually use and then translate in real time. Those are more practical if you're with somebody or talking to someone. But if you need that kind of quick translation, it's an option. They're usually pretty cheap. So that's a pretty good option too. I haven't done anything like too crazy. A lot of people that come here in terms of the expats, they come here to do the partying and all the extra stuff. Honestly, it doesn't interest me too much, if I'm being real. I'm more of a simple guy, I just want a simple life. There's a lot of people popping out, doing activities too for New Year's, so it's a very lively area to be in. So yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of giving an update. I haven't recorded very much like footage for the screen right now, but I just kind of want to give my thoughts and encourage anybody who's been kind of hesitant or feels like it's a really big leap. If you have the ability to, I definitely recommend taking at least a week just to see somewhere else. I will try to kind of make this a little bit more expansive. This is kind of my first time vlogging, quote unquote, or talking about my experience in a different country. Obviously, I'm gonna put some B-roll footage and try to build up from there. So yeah, take the chance, try to travel if you can, open up your eyes to what other cultures and people are out there. And you might like it, you might decide that is for you. So watch this video, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.